Welcome back to Daemon of the Week. This week we are looking at Oriens. Join me over on Patreon, where you will find all of my books, services and courses in the shop, blog posts, and the various tiers which you can explore. You can get magical training in the Temple of the Horned Serpent First Degree, and joining as a free member gets you started with that, or explore the Magical Journal and the Egregore Project. Hope to see you there. Okay, so Oriens, I'm going to actually be doing the next 3 weeks. I'm going to be doing Oriens, Amaimon, and Egin or Araton, which make up the three of the four kings of the quarters. The other one within this system was actually Paimon, who we spoke about a long time ago, actually, when we were covering the Goetia demons. So in some grimoires we find the four kings of the quarters, or the princes of the four directions, and although the names do differ here and there, they are quite often Oriens, Egin, Paimon, and Amaimon. Now in Crowley's Liber 777 we find the names are Oriens and then Araton, which is interchangeable with Egin, and then Paimon and Amaimon, and they have been associated with parts of the soul in Kabbalistic terms, and the points on the pentagram, and that is as follows. So Oriens is Ruach, or the left upper point of the pentagram. Araton or Egin is the Neshama and the right upper point. Paimon is Chia and the right lower point. Amaimon is the Nefesh and the left lower point. What gets more confusing is that in the Ars Goetia, the four kings are named as Amaimon, Corzon, Zimime, or Ziminia, and Goap. In the Mathers and Crowley version of the Ars Goetia, there is a footnote to this that states that these four great kings are usually called Oriens or Uriens, Paimon or Paimonia, Araton or Egin, and Amaimon, or different spelling of Amaimon. By the rabbins, they are frequently entitled Samael, Azazel, Azael, and Mahazael. So from that we can assume that Amaimon, who we will discuss next week, is the king of the Eastern Quarter. However, it is Oriens that is usually considered ruler of the Eastern Quarter, simply because his name means the East. This may make things a little tricky, but we could assume that different people have had different experiences, and therefore in one system, Amaimon, along with Corzon, Zimime, and Goap, for instance, is the king of the East, and then in another system it is Oriens that takes that role, and Amaimon takes a different role. We will also touch on this again just now, but we are going to be discussing Oriens as being the king of the Eastern Quarter. Alright, so within the notes from the Mathers version of the Sacred Magick of Abramelin the Mage, it says these four names of Oriens, Paimon, Araton, and Amaimon are usually allotted to the evil kings of the four quarters of the world. Oriens, from Latin, Oriens, equals rising or eastern. This name is also written Uriens, from Latin uro, which equals to burn or devour with flame. It is probably from Oriens that a medieval title of the devil, viz. Sur Urien, is derived. The name is also sometimes written Ureus, from Latin, or Urios, a title given to Jupiter as presiding over the wind. Urius is also derivable from the Greek adjective Eurus, Urea, or Uru, meaning vast or extensive. By the rabbins, he is also called Samael, which is derived from the Hebrew root, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, which means a figure, image, or idol. It is a name given in the Kabbalah to one of the chief evil spirits. So Oriens' associations, moving on from Mathers now, Oriens' associations with the East are significant both symbolically and practically in magical rites. The East is traditionally considered a direction of new beginnings, the rising sun and the dawn of insight and wisdom. It is a place of power and birth where hidden knowledge is brought to light. As the Daemon of the East, Oriens embodies the energy of illumination, guidance, and revelation, making him a potent force for those seeking enlightenment through magical practice. Jehannam, on the other hand, together with Mark Allen Smith, relate the office of Oriens to be focused on aspects of death and dissolution. This would suggest that Oriens would be in the Western Quarter, and Jehannam agrees with Smith later on in his article that Oriens does in fact rule the Western Gate. As I said at the beginning, different people, different experiences, creating different systems. It does make things a little confusing, but the name Oriens is literally the Latin word meaning the East. It's right there in the name, so we will continue on that premise anyway. Understanding Oriens requires an exploration of his symbolic attributes, and his domain, the East, is rich with meaning. We find the element of air here. In ceremonial magic, the East is traditionally associated with the element of air, which governs intellect, thought, communication, and inspiration. As a ruler of the East, Oriens holds sway over these domains, making him a powerful ally in magic that seeks to enhance wisdom, clarity, and spiritual insight. Oriens is therefore intimately connected with the dawn, the point where darkness recedes and light returns. This makes him a daemon of transformation and revelation, symbolizing the emergence of truth and knowledge from obscurity. Invoking Oriens during times of confusion or when seeking to start new projects can bring clarity and a sense of purpose. In ceremonial magic, the East is often the direction where the magician faces to begin rituals, as it is where the sun rises and brings illumination to the world. Oriens is the guardian of this gateway, overseeing the transition from ignorance to understanding. Magicians who call upon him often seek the balance between light and darkness, invoking his power to bring about change and spiritual awakening. Oriens' role as a commander of spirits suggests that he is a custodian of deep hidden knowledge. His legions include spirits who possess wisdom beyond the reach of ordinary understanding. Working with Oriens can open pathways to ancient mysteries and forbidden lore, but this also comes with a warning. His energy, like the knowledge he offers, must be approached with respect and readiness. Practitioners who seek to work with Oriens must approach him with reverence, for he is a figure of immense power. His role as a ruler of the East makes him a prime candidate for invocations related to intellectual pursuits, problem solving, and opening up new paths of understanding. However, Oriens is also a spirit of protection, capable of warding off malevolent forces and guiding the practitioner through dangerous spiritual territories. So let's have a look at some of the ways that we can actually incorporate Oriens in our magical practice. Firstly, invocations for wisdom and guidance. Oriens' connection to the element of air makes him an ideal daemon to invoke for wisdom and clarity. Whether you are embarking on a new journey, seeking guidance through a difficult decision, or looking to enhance your intellectual capabilities, Oriens can provide illumination. When invoking him, it is important to face the east, drawing upon the rising energy of the dawn. Using incense such as frankincense or sandalwood, which are associated with the air element, can help establish a deeper connection with him. As a ruler of legions, Oriens can assist in banishing negative entities. In rituals designed for protection, his energy is especially potent. You may call upon Oriens to guard your home or sacred space, particularly when setting up wards or protective boundaries in the East. Oriens can also serve as a guide during transformative periods in life. His energy, connected with the dawn and new beginnings, is beneficial when you are undergoing personal or spiritual growth. Working with Oriens during times of transition can help smooth the path forward, bringing clarity and complex situations and unveiling hidden opportunities. Just to summarize, Oriens is a powerful daemon whose influence stretches across the realms of wisdom, protection, and spiritual authority. His command over the East and the legions of spirits that reside there make him an invaluable figure for occultists seeking to enhance their practice through intellectual and spiritual growth. Whether you are working with Oriens for guidance, protection, or transformation, his energy offers a path towards deeper understanding and enlightenment. By forging a respectful relationship with Oriens, practitioners can gain access to hidden knowledge and command the winds of change in their favor. Alright, so that is technically the second of the spirits in this particular format or grimoire or pantheon that rule the four directions. We have, as I said, we have spoken about Paimon. This one was Oriens, and next week we're going to have a look at the third one, which is Amaimon. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Cheers for now. Bye bye.